G'day everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sim Bungie and we are jumping into coin cleaning today. Coin cleaning is a very controversial topic, so if you are a purist who does not clean their coins and is going to be angry by this video, please switch it off. This is not the video for you. But for people like myself who are just mad keen noodlers and come across really grotty coins all the time that they want to keep in their collection, well, this might help you because it's very hard to find information regarding coin cleaning. With all that said, please do not go out and clean all your coins straight away, and any advice that I give you, please consider whether it's going to be worthwhile for you to take on board and utilise, or if you might actually be causing more damage to your coins. So it's not a free-for-all. This is not a go and clean your coins straight away. It's just these are the tips that I've picked up over the last year that help me, and I'm hoping that by sharing them, other people, especially noodlers, will get something valuable from it. Right, so why do I clean coins? Why do I clean them? Generally because they're just gross and they're grotty, and I find coins that I really want to keep, but they're in a very bad state of wear, and yeah, they've got pocket scum through them and gross bits. So a little bit of a light cleaning is sometimes very valuable, and that's why I do it. I'm not cleaning coins to present them as brand new. I'm not trying to fake anything. I'm just trying to preserve the coins that I find so that in years to come they aren't corroded or stained and discoloured. The ones I want in my collection, I want them to be as good as they can be. So this is a few tips. These are a few tips. Just maybe it'll help you guys too. So the equipment required for cleaning coins, apart from the old dirty coins, the equipment you need. Right, the good old trusty sticks. These come in very handy. That's a kebab stick or a skewer. And these are toothpicks. I don't think I paid more than $5 for all of those. And if anyone's been following my channel, these were an investment into the channel about 8 months ago. And obviously I haven't used them all, so you can get a lot of use out of that. And the next most important thing is alcohol. I've got hand sanitizer spray, and this was also not very expensive, especially during the current global pandemic. But this alcohol spray is, if you can see the ingredients on there, it's about as pure alcohol as I can find. A lot of the gel type hand sanitizers, they'll do the job, but if they've got fragrance or moisturizer, just thickening agents in it, you don't really want to use that one because it might leave a residue on your coin when you clean it. So choose the purest kind of alcohol spray or non-spray that you can get. So toothpicks and skewers and spray, and we also need cotton tips, pack of just normal cotton tips for makeup or ear cleaning or whatever you use them for. I don't know. Coin cleaning. Kitchen towel. Oh, and lo and behold, I didn't have any kitchen towel today, but if I don't have kitchen towel, you just want to use a paper towel that hasn't got any dyes, colours, fragrances. So today I'm using very stock standard hypoallergenic toilet paper. So that's just plain old toilet paper, but a hypoallergenic tissue would also be fine. You just don't want to be wiping anything onto your coins that could leave more of a mark than the marks that you're trying to remove. Also, microfiber cloths, very important. This one here is quite a plush, soft kind of microfiber. And this one here is a microfiber that is designed for apparently buffing up stainless steel. So I use all them. Yeah, so I think that's covered the basics of what I'm using as far as equipment. So I've got towel, alcohol, tips, cloth. Good. Let's go. Oh, before I start cleaning anything though, there are definitely times when I would not use this cleaning technique. So times when I would not use the alcohol technique is on coloured coins. So I did, this is a donation dollar, and I quickly did a clean of the centre area, just lightly with alcohol spray. And if you can see the end of that tip, some of the green paint has started to come off the donation dollar. So I would not recommend these techniques on painted coins because you might cause more damage and devalue your coin. When I was given this coin, the Barobby mascot, I did clean it, but I did not clean the side with the paint. I used a cotton tip, and there is a thumbprint on the obverse here, and you may not be able to see it, but it's in this section of the highly glossy area of the effigy. And I used the alcohol wipe technique only on this side with a cotton tip. And it didn't remove the thumbprint, it just removed the oil that was going to cause more damage long term. And I definitely did not clean that side or touch it with the alcohol spray because I just wasn't sure if it was going to cause more damage. So it seemed a little bit pointless and silly to get carried away and just clean the whole coin. So I wouldn't clean painted coins. No, do not do that. Not a good idea. I wouldn't clean silver coins. I wouldn't try and polish any silver coin up to a nice shiny silver luster because that devalues the coin. And similarly, I would not clean a gold coin. It'll devalue the coin. I would not clean a high value coin. I wouldn't clean a coin that is in mint condition, untouched, and just doesn't need it. You've got to choose your battles. Like if you are picking a coin out of circulation and you think it's worth putting into your collection, by all means, give it a little bit of a fiddle around and a touch up and clean it slightly, but don't go too far because you may cause more harm than good. So I have found these couple of mules and I have cleaned them. But the version of cleaning that I did on these was very, very light. The key feature on a mule is the double rim on the obverse. And these have been in circulation, and when I got them out of circulation, they were really grimy and they had all that black pocket scum around in the double rim. And that's the feature that I wanted highlighted because that's what makes them what they are. So I used a wooden stick and I've scratched all the scum out from around there and even just a little fine in and out of the lettering. And the same on the other side, just lightly scraped. And then I've come back with the microfiber cloth and just given it a very, very light, and then to the point where you grab your stick and wrap it around your cloth No, wrap the cloth around the stick. You know what I mean, like that. And then use that just to clean out the last of the scum. And that was as far as I went on cleaning those. And that highlighted the pieces of the coin that were the most important, and that was done. So that they were cleaned. And then I come into the Possum Magic coin, which I noodled recently. And the obverse here with the queen was totally covered in biro ink. And I've cleaned that one very thoroughly on this side just to remove the ink. And while I was noodling recently, I found a few examples of that one's biro ink, and that one is like a ballpoint pen ink on the 20-cent coin there, and felt tip ink permanent marker on the 5-cent. So I've got a couple of examples here that we're going to have a clean of, and today I found this 20-cent coin, which is the International Year of Volunteers, and it's very hard to tell, but it's really quite high grade, except it's got just a few marks on the reverse, and the obverse has got sticky tape or some sort of gunky residue. So we're going to clean them, and I'm not planning on keeping those two there. I've got a few other examples here. Right, so we'll just make a start. And I'll show you, I'll move these ones out of the way. They don't need to be cleaned again. Right, so I've got my pure alcohol spray and wet the tip as much as I can. And it dries really quickly because it is alcohol. And if you start rubbing on there, see, I should use that so I don't stain it. Can you see how quickly that ink is coming off? But it does get worse before it gets better. I'll just zoom in a bit. Yeah, that looks great, Sim. Yeah, you've done a good job. The more pen ink and the more muck you've got on a coin, the longer it's going to take you to clean it off. But it is possible. Go again. And pen and biro ink is probably easier to remove in some ways because it doesn't stick too deeply into the relief. It just takes you a couple of goes to get it all out. So if we look at that now, it's getting there. It's better. It's still not great, but it's better. Let's go again. Might just use a little bit of tissue, blot up some of that excess. Get that mess out of the way. Also don't want to lift the varnish off the table. So there's that to consider. And see, the more you wipe and the longer you go, just when you think you've got all the blue off, the cotton tip still comes up very blue. Look, we'll probably call that done for the sake of the exercise, but if you can see that one there now, it's not too bad. So that was permanent felt tip pen, so a Sharpie or an Artline pen, and that's gone. This is Biro. It's a very similar process, but I find that Biro tends to stick a little bit further in the deep spots, and it actually sticks a little bit harder. But let's give it a go. It is coming off. I wouldn't try and clean off paint, especially enamel paint. I just don't think it's worth the time and the effort involved. And you'll just ruin the coin, because you'll need some sort of abrasive chemical cleaner to remove enamel paint. So you can see that's coming a little bit better. Go again. So if this was a coin that I really wanted to keep, let's just imagine this is a 1966 wavy baseline, die variety, and it was covered in ink. Yeah, I probably would clean it up slightly. Maybe. Just depends. Depends if I thought the coin was going to be more desirable and collectible at the end. It's not even about the monetary value, it's about the aesthetics. You just don't want an ugly looking dirty coin. Anyway, you can see that this Biro's ballpoint pen is coming off eventually. And yes, it's a tedious process because you don't want to be using anything harsh and abrasive, and you just have to continually nudge the ink out of the grooves and the crevices. So that's that one. We'll just have a look at that, and you can see that it is improving. I might be here for quite a bit longer if I want to clean it up to fully clean. So get that to focus there. Yep. So it is getting better, and it's not causing any obvious scratches or degradation to the metals. So that's that one. And I'll use a bit of fresh towel to hold this. Yep, holding it well. We hold this $1 coin. This is a $1 coin from 2019. It's part of the AUS series, which celebrates 35 years of the $1 coin. So it's got the little U there. And I do want to keep this coin, but see, it's got what I refer to as pocket scum. That brown, sticky, black something that collects around the rim. And quite often the easiest way to remove it is with a stick. So give it a general scraping. And unfortunately this coin, because it's had its pocket scum on it for long enough, it's started to discolour slightly. So I think I've got most of that off now. And in that case, I would probably, again, because I don't think it's doing any great harm to the coin. If you disagree, please leave a comment below. And if you have any suggestions for improvement on my cleaning techniques, again, please comment below. So that one, see, it's not 100%, but it is better. And it is, this coin is probably always going to be discoloured now, just where that scum was just above the 2019. But for the purpose of my collection, it is 100% better. It's not going to get worse, more to the point. If you leave some of this pocket scum on coins, I don't know what it is in the scum, but it makes the coins go really green and gross and causes marks that you just can't remove. So sometimes prevention is better than the cure. If you get something while it's still fairly new and it's only got a little bit of scum on an edge, scrape it off. And you might be left with a coin down the track that's worth more than if you just ignored it. So that's the summary, I think, of coin cleaning as far as how I do it. So when I do it is, just to recap, when I would clean a coin would be, I wanted to highlight the key features on a coin, such as I've scraped out with a stick, I've scraped out around the rims. So to highlight key features on the mule, which is the doubling of the rim because it was filled with dirt. I would also clean coins to protect the coin from damage, further damage. So like this one we've cleaned today, we've removed some of the scum from around the edges there and on the obverse there. So that one can be packed away now and it won't degrade and discolour further. And also just to improve the general condition of the coins that I'm keeping in my collection. I hope this has been helpful and I'll catch you all sometime soon. Thanks very much for watching. See ya.